Here's a new thing I'm doing. Grout Renew. This was tiled by the original owners of the house many years ago. And I did some to match, and we just tiled this. But basically I used a nice dark grout, and it looks really good on the new stuff I tiled. I'm not sure if they used a, or if it's just kind of whitened out over time, but it doesn't look very good. And I've cleaned and cleaned and cleaned and scrubbed and cleaned, and it's just whited out. And so rather than looking like nice wood, it kind of more gets like a brick look. So I'm using this, and I've used it once before. I did another room. It turned out really good, so I realized, you know what, I should share a little, because I couldn't find much info on it other than from the manufacturer. So I'm recommending it. I don't remember how much this was, but this little bottle will do this whole room easily. And if you had bigger tiles with less grout, it would do way more. So it goes pretty far. But they have kind of bad instructions. They say to use a toothbrush, and I tried that, and I tried a paintbrush. But what I've been finding that works really the best is using a nice grout float, but specifically a rubber one. So this is at Home Depot. They call it a stone grout float. It's all rubber, very flexible. So when I put this down, like I just did a small bit right here. You can see I can drag it out, just kind of like I would with regular grout. I actually need more material on there. Let me get a little bit more out. All right, so I'm literally just gonna dump a little into the grout line or in and around. Kind of hard to do while watching through my own screen. And then I'm just literally basically acting like I'm regrouting the lines. And as you can see, it fills it quick. It's pretty easy. I can drag it. Let's zoom out a bit. And what I found kind of the key is to just really get quite a bit on the initial grout line, and then pull as much of it off as you can, because it is kind of a pain to clean up. And so I'll kind of pull it down to the unused area, and I'll respread it. And then, as you can see, I've done over here, when it gets a little bit hazy, I'll come through and I'll wipe it with the sponge, like I have a little. So let's see, this area here, if you look at it, it's kind of dry. So I'll come through like this. I'll just wipe it off. Maybe use the back side a little. My sponge is a little too wet. But as you can see, it cleans right off. They do actually recommend spraying some water on it and letting it sit for a second, but I haven't found it's necessary. So if you look, it just really darkens, it just darkens the grout lines exactly what it's supposed to do. So I'm either refreshing or changing the color. I'm not exactly sure, but let me update you when I get this whole room done. All right, here's the outcome. I actually kind of forgot. I've been doing so many other things, baseboards and stuff. I did this grout renew about 2 weeks ago. So it's a little dusty, so I got a lot of cleanup to do. But you can see the whiteness in the grout is gone, which is really what we were looking for. We were looking to make it look more wood than tile. And even at that, the tile kind of looked like brick because it had whited out grout lines. So I'm super happy with the product. We can zoom in a few spots if you like. You can see the grout's nice and dark again. Dirty, but dark. And I've mopped it a couple times, but I keep doing more and more projects around here, so they keep getting dirty. But definitely a win.